Welcome back to the channel, guys. Here's a preview of today's leads. Today's video will feature my teacher Ali Chop along with a clip from RJ Mix Warrior teacher Ali Chop also. I do hope you guys will enjoy. I've been meaning to do voiceovers for quite some time now, so you guys will let me know in the comments if you prefer music or the voiceovers. So anyway, let's get into the video. First clip will feature RJ Mix Warrior teacher Rally Chop account. Here he's getting rally during KVQ. His comp is basically 20 million more troops than my 35 million comp that I usually run, so it's a decent size account with a decent amount of troops in it. We'll see how his account does against a pretty decent Titan account. He's been taking advice from me for the longest while, and as he has a big Rally Chop comp, he decides he will take counter rallies during the first 1 or 2 rallies to try to get the leads to continue to rally him or hit him. So this first hit that he's going to get, it will be a direct counter to his front line. A carb rally straight into his inf. $5.5 million losses, not too bad. That was a pretty decent take, considering the lead has pretty decent carb set also on gear, so wasn't too bad. But unfortunately, like many leads nowadays, if they do counter you and they notice the damage isn't too crazy like what they had initially expected to see, they usually don't continue rallying you. Now up next will be my teacher Ali Chop. I'm not too sure why I'm getting rally here. This is either in Chalice or Baron or some one of them events. I ain't too sure. Nevertheless, it's Chris sets a rally on me after seeing my comp. He isn't a max account, but still a pretty decent lead account, I suppose. So we all know it's gonna be an easy cup. Is blessed way too low. If you thought you would have been able to get a walk back who burn me, but let's see how it goes. Heavy inf mix as usual. As usual, I go into Carfal when taking most mixed rallies nowadays, because it's pretty easy to cap these rallies nowadays in Carfal due to the fact it's around 400k or 500k range alone in the rally. Usually if it have 700-800k range, then it will be too good to use Carfal. But other than that, Carfal is usually a good way to defend mixed rallies nowadays. As you can see, 1.5 mil damage from a 2.5 mil rally. Didn't use an attack boost or anything, I just popped my gears and it wasn't too bad. I'm sorry if there's a bit of an echo in the background, because right now I am on work and I really do not know when I would have gotten time even after I reach home to do the voiceover recording because when I jump from work, I'll usually be busy doing other things, and then, well, after I done do everything is bed. So, yeah. Next up, Gil ASG loading up against me in KVK. I legacy I'm getting counted here for this. And outer gears, nevertheless, I think I was in speed gear. Yeah, I believe I was in speed gear and they managed to catch me really counter early. What I just usually do is I just sit in wedge or in fall to beat. Or most of the time, even if I'm offline. And when a lead tests me most of the time, it's 50% chance they try to counter with carve into my in front, or the other 50 they try to boozle, and in this case he managed to catch me off guard with a boozle rally and carpets. So I didn't have time to swap gear or swap front or anything. As you'll see, it was a direct counter into range front, so it did quite a bit of damage. 6.6 mil losses. Not a crazy strong lead, but still decent lead considering you have 1, 2, 3 level 15 tempered pieces of gear. He didn't burn me or walk back, so that was good in a way, I suppose. But yeah, with these kind of losses, it's not really something to celebrate about and say you're doing good with it. Up next, we have a pretty strong Titan loading up over 800 artifacts, darkest 13 from Gil GR. What had happened, I believe that he cancelled the first time in the beginning. As you all would have seen some matches walking back, they cancelled to reset the rally. Right now, I am trying to rebuild my comp a bit because I've been saying for the longest while, trying to push my comp over little over 40 mil, probably around 41, 42 mil, but force a habit as usual, there's always be taking rallies at around 34, 35 million troops. Some last minute testers to see if I change my front line. Rally works in about 10 seconds. See, even now I was in fast switch to carve because that is beyond the off chance they're trying to boozle. So there's always swap over to try to avoid a direct counter. But in the previous clip, I tried to switch over thinking it was a direct counter happening, and well, yeah, they end up boozling me and get the counter early on me. As you can see, not too much damage because I popped one gear for him. I wanted to avoid any walkbacks because these type of leads nowadays, they tend to get walked back pretty easily due to the fact they have so much HP and stats on their sets now. Pretty nice carb set. 128 plus. Up next we have Bestia Olga loading up from Gil R pound sign N. A pretty decent Titan account again. 600 artifacts, 598. 600 artifacts. Not too strong but not too weak either. Finally, after all that testing, they set the rally. Now, I believe they had also cancelled on me one time before resetting again, but as usual, I edit that out. It'll be too long to include all of that into the video. See, once again, I'm swapping over to carve file, and it's a carve rally. That way, if they do boozle, they go straight into my carve. A pretty decent carve set, I'll say still. Decent castle stars on Jan 91 castle stars. Pretty low on blessed, only 35, but a decent lead overall, so. And if I'm not mistaken, he also have 11, yes. He has two 11k heroes also, so a pretty decent rally lead account. Alright, I remember this. In this clip, I get two set of rallies from these guys. This is the first lead, fires 78. Not too strong of a lead, but also a decent lead at the same time. In these cases, I just wish I just know exactly how strong a lead is, rather than just trying to judge them from DKs and stuff like this, because as you all will see, when the rally does hit, it does quite minimal damage, even though I didn't use gear, and even though they had pack 5 familiar and everything. I'm not sure if they missed gear swap or didn't swap or anything, but I highly doubt it, since after the rally, the moment the rally had hit, they scouted, so most likely they did put on their gears, but I don't understand why they noodled that badly while I was in speed gear. Notice all of these rallies are during chalice migration. This is the best time to try baiting and chopping all over as a rally chop. As long as you bait right and correctly, you'll get anybody to hit you. I think I got 8 rallies for this last chalice migration, if I'm not mistaken. Plenty more content to come. You'll see plenty mixed rally for Max account, and as usual in Carfall. But that's other videos are talking about, so stay tuned. "16 seconds to go to the rally walks." Usually when they keep testing your front line over and over before rally walks, it is via direct counter. So there is a good way to know if they actually send a direct counter towards you also. As all you see, 677k damage only their rally did. If I knew they would have noodled that badly, I would have taken a direct counter on the front line to let them set again. But luckily, there was a lead in their kill that was pretty confident he could burn me. He was sure he that strong and could get a walk back and burn me, so they set a second rally right after this, thankfully. Now we have the second rally loaded up. Wait there. A coma, similar coma. Not a max account or a tighter account, but a decent rally lead account nevertheless, because as you know nowadays it's pretty easy to temper up your gears and raise artifacts and things. So a decent rally lead account. Low on the blessings, only 22 blessings. I've been working to max out watch on this account also. I think I need something like 43, 44 medals to gold it. So hopefully by the time I'm done with rebuilding, I'll have a cool watch on my wall to make rally chopping easier and capping rallies a lot easier. 10 seconds to go till the rally works. As usual, I'm already in carb file. I swap gear and I'm ready to take the rally to prevent any walkbacks, because they do get walkbacks time to time if I'm out of gear and whatnot. Looks like they was testing my front to try to get me to swap to probably range or something. But yeah, I'm not someone to take mixed rally in range. Very rarely I'll take it in range. It's either carve or inf. Range file does work good, but as of lately, carve files seem to be working the best for all type of rallies that they are sending at you. I don't know what type of mix is that, but it's a mixed rally nevertheless. A heavy inf mixed rally. So as you see, not too crazy gears. Rocking at level 15 minutes as many people do, but other than that, just okay gears. And with that, our video has come to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed. You will let me know in the comments if you guys enjoyed the voiceovers or if you would prefer music alone again from the next video. Thanks for stopping by. Till next time, see y'all.